The Deepest Shade of Green is an arts and health programme which brings Galway 2020 European Capital of Culture to people who might otherwise not have access to it. Through a series of exhibitions and commissioned artworks, it explores the importance of connecting hospitals with the natural world and of listening to and learning from those who use them. Nature and familiar landscapes of the West are brought into the wards, corridors and waiting rooms of Saolta's hospitals, so that patients, staff and visitors might imaginatively escape the clinical environment. The programme was inspired by a publication of writing by patients, in which older people shared their knowledge of the Irish landscape and its customs. So for Galway 2020, we envisioned an artwork that could bring the landscapes of the west of Ireland to the bedside of every patient at Saolta's 7 hospitals, and commissioned Irish artist Deirdre O'Mahony to create an audio artwork which can be accessed online by everyone.
The title post has a double meaning. It's a reference to a real post office in County Clare I reopened as a public art project in 2007. And also to post, meaning what comes after. Sound Recordist John Brennan and I travelled up the west coast, from Clare to Donegal, capturing the sounds of people and place. These recordings and a scripted voiceover were then woven together to evoke life on the land and sea, and the activities and practices of human and non-human inhabitants in the western region. Post has 7 chapters inspired by some of the objects found in the ex-post office. Chapters navigate life on the land, the daily practices of people and place, and the sites associated with the health of the spirit.
I learned how to manage the sheep from my father, who learned it from his father. It was passed on down over generations. Same with the sheep. They have the memory of the place and know where to graze. There is a beauty, a certain amount of beauty in it, but it's tough land, mountains and bogs. If the mountains aren't grazed, this will all be lost.
As we better understand the benefits of nature to mental well-being, Post allows everybody to take an aural road trip to the west of Ireland, to visit places and practices that they cannot physically experience, whether because of hospital admission or because of restrictions on travel.